for the shade, can't stop my light. MCM fit the body up nice. All black men's making man look twice. Self-love. Dope stay blessed and I thank up above. Your ear this, she thinks she the shit. Post take a flick. Yes, I'm full of it.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the ProMama Podcast, episode 3. I am so excited today, not only because we've reached episode 3 and I didn't quit, because I knew podcasting was hard, but baby, trying to figure out everything on my own with the help of friends, of course, has been a journey. But here I am, I'm pushing through, and we're welcoming everyone to episode 3 of the ProMama Podcast, a podcast designed for women navigating career design and the motherhood journey. So let's get into today's guest. I am so excited that we have singer, songwriter, she's going to kill me for this, but I'm going to say influencer, also an amazing chef and cook, Carlitta Durand, the pro mama that I have been thinking about since the inception of this podcast because she is just so dope. But I'm going to let her share her pro mama stats. So if you'll share, let us know who your kids are. Tell us more about who you are as a pro mama, the artist. I know I said a lot of other things, but we're going to focus on your amazing artistry and the longevity you've had in that space. And anything you want to share about who you are.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited. I feel like this should have been happening, but
Indeed.
we're doing it now, and I'm so excited to be here. And yeah, my name is Carlitta Durand. I am a singer-songwriter. I'm also a mother of 3. I cook a little bit. I do a little bit of everything, but music and being a mom are my main things.
And you're doing an amazing job at it all. So we're going to back up a little bit. 3 children. Can you give us age and gender?
Yeah. So I have 3 children. My oldest is a girl, and then I have 2 boys, 2 younger boys, and they're 12, 8, and well, my son's gonna be 9, and then my other son he's gonna be turning 10 in a couple of months.
Ooh, 2 boys, and you got them tween years. I'm sending you woo-woo positive energy your way. Because
We're
as you
there.
know,
We're at
you're
that
all the way
stage.
in. Everyone telling me it's getting closer and closer, but my daughter, she is 10 going on 10 teen. And I'm like, if this is only preteens, what are we gonna do at 17? Like
Yeah,
what's gonna happen?
yeah. Hold on. Strap in for the
Hold on.
ride.
All right. That's gonna have to be a whole nother podcast focused on that. All
Right.
right, so let's get into your role as an artist. You just told us your motherhood journey. You have 3 wonderful children, and I happen to know that how hands-on you are with them and how that impacted your career. Let's jump into your artistry and a hiatus you took to focus on motherhood.
Yeah. Well, my oldest is 12 years old. When she was born 12 years ago, I did take off time, only because I knew that once I had children, that my main focus was going to be my kids. My priorities were gonna be my children, and I wanted to be completely 100% hands-on. The first year of my firstborn's life, I didn't work. I was just at home taking care of her. So that was a blessing for me to be able to be home with her for her first year of life.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
then I just kept having kids, boom, boom, boom. So
She said, back to back, get them back to back.
so yeah.
They
So
say
I
that's how to
kinda
do it, to just make it easier.
yeah, so I kinda just I was kind of forced and not forced, but my mentality and the way I wanted to raise my kids, I just had to be there with them, at least during their younger years.
Yeah,
Now
very pivotal.
now they're at ages where they can take care of themselves for the most part. Like my oldest watches my younger 2. I wanted to really hone in and be a mother and just kind of just dive deep and just be there for them every step of the way. But then when they got a certain age, I was like, well, it's time to get back to me.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get into. And I just want to say shout out to your village and having an amazing partner that allowed you to take the space that you wanted and desired to focus on the children, to pour into them. Like, I know it's very hard because I'm here wanting to elevate women who are focused on their career, but also want to focus on prioritizing parenting as well. So everyone does not have that amazing opportunity that you had. So I think that's awesome. Like from the outside looking in, I was like, this is great. The bonding, the time, knowing your kid, the one-on-one time outside of your partner being home where you could just kick it with your kid or just like learning their little quirks. I think that's so dynamic. But I love that you checked in with yourself and said, all right now,
Yeah.
mommy, you
I
know
did.
too.
I feel like I always knew that I was gonna get back into music. I just didn't know when. I kind of just went with a feeling and felt like it was time to get back into it. But I knew that I was always gonna get back into it. I didn't really have a timeline. I kind of was just
Okay.
like going with the flow.
So what you woke up this morning and was like, "Nah, I'm a bad bitch." What happened? What made you think about it?
I was still doing music here and there, doing features, getting songs like syncing, getting songs on movies and TV and stuff like that. So I was kind of more behind the scenes here and there. Um, and I don't know, it's I could never picture my life without doing music.
I can't picture your life
So
without doing music either, because
yeah,
we didn't even talk about your life before kids, but we met each other freshman year in high school, and
yeah,
you was writing music then.
I
Let's
sure was.
rewind and talk about before kids. What was
Mhm.
your career like? Tell us about your discography, what you were doing before kids. Then when you had the kids, you moved behind the scene, which was great. And now we're here for to today.
Yeah, before kids, it was a hustle. The only thing I was 100% dedicated to it. Like I managed my own self, managed my own career,
Independent,
booking
kudos. So you're
booking my own
basically an
shows,
entrepreneur.
booking my own band, writing my own songs. I have my own home studio, so I record my own music. It was a nonstop all day 24/7 lifestyle for me. Staying in the studio like all night. Like in college, I would have class, go to the studio, sometimes stay all night until the morning, go home, shower, go back to class, and then work. So it was a lot, but
Yeah, girl.
I'm grateful for that time of my life.
How do you feel
It
like
taught me a lot. Yeah.
that's great. I was gonna ask, how do you feel like your drive and your work ethic for music transferred into you as a mom?
I feel like I learned a lot of lessons on, um, I think being organized and understanding that if I want things to work smoothly in music, I can put that same mindset for motherhood.
True.
And I never knew that I was gonna be a mom that's, like, super organized and has a schedule. I never planned that, but I think that comes from music and managing my own self. So I kinda implemented that into my parenting style.
You've had the hiatus, the intentional break to focus on family. How do you now incorporate motherhood, being a dynamic partner, being a daughter, a sister, and songwriting into your schedule? When do you make time?
To be honest, my schedule is based around my my kids' schedule.
Okay, so that's still centered, as
They
mothers
are
generally do.
they are 100%, they basically run my life, to be honest. Like, whatever they got going on, any activity, whatever, they are first in every decision that I make as far as any show or studio session. I have to think about what I have going on with them.
Like for me, a lot of the times when I'm trying to do anything personal or creative, I like doom work, meaning I like work really, really late at night, which people are like, you need to sleep. Mornings are really hard for me, but I feel like once the kids are sleeping and the house is quiet and I clean the kitchen, then I could be like, whew. and I could watch
Yeah.
my show, I could light my candle, I could
Okay.
drink my
Yeah.
coffee, I
I'm
could
there.
just chill.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
When I'm recording, it's usually when the kids are in bed
in bed.
because there's peace in the house. There's no kids fighting.
Oh, the
Nobody
fighting.
wants nothing from me. Yeah. So usually I'm can do my music stuff late at night. I'm also on a health journey, so I work out all
Yes.
day. Kids get home and it's all about them, homework. I also cook dinner every night. So
Which is
it's
why I said dynamic crib.
yes, yes. So it's scheduling. It's really we have a set time for everything. I start making dinner at the same time every day. It's the routine has worked for our household and it really just makes everything flow a little bit more smoothly for me.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you, Imma ask you for that schedule, so you're gonna have to send me your notes. Imma see how I can implement it, and if you let us, I'll share with the pro mamas because it's hard. It is really hard,
It
especially
really is.
when your schedule like, I love that, for the most part, your schedule seems pretty, like, consistent in terms of, like, the kids and but for me, I'm in events. There's
Yeah.
nights or seasons where I'm not home for 3 nights in a row. They lucky if I cook once, 2 of the nights they with my mom, or
Yeah.
your children are probably home or getting home around this time. My children don't get home until like 7. So when the people are like, kids should be in bed by 8, I'm like, my kids are trying to do their homework at 8 because I just got home at 7:30. So there's no
Most
way that's
every
happening.
you gotta understand, like, everybody's life is different, and what works for you may not work for me and vice versa, but I feel like there's really no right or wrong way, it's just what works for you.
Oh, amen. I could say that because I must admit, like sometimes you go down the rabbit hole, like you'll see the influencer who's like going to the garden to make the sauce, or I remember I told my
Yeah.
coworker I gave my kids Eggos, and she was like, "But making homemade is so easy." I'm like, "So you make stuff for me, and I'll bring them home and put it in the freezer." Because what you want
Yeah.
me to do? So
Yes.
everyone's lifestyle is
Yes.
different. I want to get back to something you said. So we both like to do the nighttime thing, but by the time it is our time, I don't know about you, but I'm usually drained and burnt out. So I got to do some type of ritual to reset. I take a shower, I got to drink my tea, I put on my lo-fi music, I light my candle. For you as an artist, especially a songwriter, how do you get into the creative headspace after a busy, heavy load of a day where you manage multiple things before having to focus on your own projects?
So for me, it's usually when I know having a session the evening or I need to record something or do some work with music. I'm preparing myself mentally already throughout the whole day because
Okay.
I know that I have to do it. So I know that I gotta stay up later than everyone. I'm just preparing myself, like just mentally preparing myself for what I have going on at night. Um, I'm so used to working late nights that
Yeah.
it's just normal for me.
Since you do record or write or do media such as this, what do you do to prepare your family? Do you have like a do not enter recording a session, or how they know you're working, or does the urge just hit you and you're like, I'm gonna go record something?
Most of the time, they get a heads up. I know what I'm going to be
Okay,
doing.
you know when you're yeah,
The kids know it they know what's up. They know when mommy's has to make music, they don't come in the room.
I love that.
But I give them the heads up. I mean, sometimes it's a little hard 'cause my boys, the younger ones, they wanna record too, so I'm like, "No, you can get on out of here and
Boys
let me
always
work."
want more attention. I don't know what it is. They want to be like
Boys are
under our
very
skin.
we could be on their mom all the time. Yes,
Yes. Oh my
yes,
goodness. But I love that. I think it's really important to have our kids have an understanding of our personal work ethic. Like for
yeah,
me, I work from home a few days a week. They're in here acting like I'm not at work. And I'm like, I'm clearly in a meet. Like I'm in working. Like I'm sitting here, but I am working. I have a meeting. You're walking across the screen. I'm in a meeting. Like this is not fun and play. So I love engaging the children and like the process and like what it looks like to lock into work.
yes.
Just thinking about your children, like watching you go from being home with them 24/7, focus on them and returning to the stage. What do you think they're gonna learn from that?
They definitely are learning how to be an entrepreneur and how
Mhm.
to work hard and how to motivate yourself. I don't have to clock in. I don't have to kind of answer to anybody. So when I'm doing what I do, it's pure motivation and me doing it on my own. And I think they noticed that. They noticed that with everything I do, with going to
Yeah.
the gym. My youngest wants to work out all the time because he sees me
Yeah.
working out. So I think they definitely understand hard work, dedication, and kind of staying. You got to motivate yourself. I feel like you can't rely on other people, but I think they definitely see the hard work and dedication, and I see that in them too.
I think that's amazing. Make them be a part of that. No, I always tell them I gotta go make like in the morning, especially if it's a non-traditional work day or late. And they're like, "Why do you have to work late or why do you this?" I'm like, "It's capitalism." Also, I like to work. It's good for me to work. I'm smart. That my thing that I say in my house that they get annoyed with when they start treating me like a servant in here. I'm like, I have 2 degrees, and none of them are to like put your plate away. Like, please help, be a partner in this household. Oftentimes, tell them like, I like to work. I like to earn. I like what I do. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy planning. I enjoy project management. So they can know that you can have a passion. You can turn it into a project. Coming into this space is so new for me, like a creative space I've always been scared of. And I always commend you for like doing the things you said you would do. And been beautiful to watch your journey and being fearless. Like you've shown some very vulnerable parts, not just in your music, but in your like transitions in your life. And it's really inspiring. And it's like, how do you be inspired by someone you've known? It's like, no, you can. We don't speak every day, but I know how hardworking you are. I know how passionate you are about what you do. And I also know how you feel about them kids. So just knowing that you gotta balance everything is the
Yeah.
reason why I was like, Carlita has to be a pro mama on the podcast to just share. Because me, I don't understand some of the things you as a creative deal with. And me as someone that has a 9 to 5 ish, you might not understand me as a mother
Mhm.
either having to do certain things. So I think it's just important for us to just have that dialogue to say, what's working for you? What's working for me?
Yeah.
Different things like that. Because at the end of the day, as mothers, we are prioritizing making sure our children have the best life that we can provide for them and making sure that we keep them centered because the motherhood title doesn't go nowhere. Me as a project manager, director, operations, they could change their mind. No one is changing their mind about me being a mother or you being a mother. So this is why I like to remind people in this space.
Mhm.
Would
That's
you want your children
everything
to
you
get
said.
into creative?
I wouldn't mind, but I definitely would like them to have. I mean, in my household, academics is number one. Like you guys have to do well in school. I'm sorry, but y'all going to college unless you find a trade or something else that you're good at. But because
Mhm.
my journey has not been the easiest. I mean, I'm it's basically the starving artist um concept or saying and it's true.
And being independent, you invest in yourself. You
Yeah,
do everything yourself.
independent, and I do everything on my own, eh, and usually if I have a band or a show, what I make will go to my band, and I will get a small percentage. So, with my kids, if they want to get in the creatives, they must have a plan B or something to fall back on, and I'm not playing about that. Yeah, you can like, my youngest, he's kinda interested in he he also likes music, writing songs, and that's cool. I will nurture that because I think that's a beautiful thing, like, being creative also helps with academics, I believe so.
Yeah.
But we gonna have a backup plan.
I for
We're
sure.
surrounded by universities and colleges down here in North Carolina, so we got a plan. We're not just gonna just jump and decide we wanna be a singer or something. They're gonna have backup plans, but I don't mind, but I'll guide them along the way.
Man, thank you. You dropped so many gems, Carlita. I don't I don't want to go through this podcast without talking about
No.
your music, letting people know where they can find you. Where's your vinyls? You have beautiful artwork. The creativity in you is not just in your song and songwriting and your visuals and your makeup and your beautiful hair. I love how it all meshes and comes together. And I think you are doing, as a one person team, you are doing a phenomenal job. And I'll be sure to share all information with everyone so they can know where to get your discography. The crazy part is I looked up your discography and I was like, you contributed in over like 70 works, like as a contributor. Or it said that it showed like how many features. And I'm like, we do this thing when we're friends with people, you don't know where they were. And you're like, yeah, Felicia, she do events. I'm like, yeah, Carlitta, she
Yeah.
make music. But as a podcaster and having to look into your work, I'm like, look at Carlitta. Look at her stats. Like, that is pretty amazing. And I hope you give yourself your flowers, knowing that you are a big deal. Have your children ever attended any of your shows?
Yes, actually, my son, my youngest, he's 7 right now. He got on stage with me and sang. He wanted to sing, so we practiced. We did like a cover of a Snow Allegra song, so it was fun.
Do
He
you
was
have the
excited.
clip? I need to see it.
I don't even. I think we might have a copy of it, but it
I
was so
need it.
good.
I need it.
He's he has a natural. I got you. He has like a natural presence on stage, so it was. I was just a proud mom in the moment. Like I was like, "You take over and sing," because he was just doing such a great job.
Yeah.
It was. I was really proud of him and glad to make that happen for him.
I love that. Before we wrap up and get into our Pro Mama Essentials, I wanted to just ask one question related to what you just shared. You said that your youngest is interested in music. What do you do to pour in and encourage your children's interest and passion? I know you are from a household of creatives. Your mom is an amazing artist, illustrator, seamstress. So I know she encouraged you in that way. But sad to say, some people have this mentality, if you're not a doctor, lawyer, whatever, that's not good enough. But I love that your son has shown interest in music and you let him take the stage. What can we do as
Yeah.
moms to pour into our children in that way?
I mean, once any of my kids show a interest in anything, I'm on it. Like my son, my youngest son likes music. My middle child, he is interested in being a marine biologist. So we do anything deep sea,
Deep, deep.
aquarium, all that type of things. And then my oldest, she's 12. She is really into like STEM. So she's
Mhm.
engineering, math. She's really good at math. So we do all we can to, um, nurture the things that they really like,
Yeah,
whether it be a camp or a program or bringing them to the actual place that they're interested in. Yeah, we just try to do, what we can and use the tools that we have to nurture whatever desires or passions that our children have.
I love that. Man, this was so great. It's like catching up with old friends. We're going to get into your Pro Mama tips, your Pro Mama essentials, which includes a Pro Mama tip, an after.
Morning, we plan out our meals for the week, like the whole week, Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday, we buy food. I have their chores down. They know what chores they have to do every day. We have a schedule for who takes a shower first every night. I'm really down to like, I'm not playing.
It's so funny because my kids have to alternate, and I'm always like, who went first? Who went first? I'm going to write it down.
We're kind of like that, but they're at the age where I'm like, y'all figure it out. Y'all know who goes first. So, but I like to have organization and routine and schedule. That's my hack, a schedule.
Okay. So the hack is the schedule. Pro
Yeah,
Mama
and
tip, have a schedule.
yes, have a schedule. Even if it doesn't have to be as much as that I do it, but if have an idea of what you want to do during the week or food or whatever, it takes a lot of just extra out the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then self-care, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
active self-care.
So I'm really into skincare right now. Like
And look at it, it's
I
glowing.
that's
You always been.
yeah, thank you. That's so my guilty pleasure. My algorithm is skincare, all skincare. I follow dermatologists, I follow brands, products, people who do skincare. So that's my thing. So if I love trying new products. So whenever I get a chance to splurge on myself, which I rarely do, my everything goes to my kids. I'm going
Yeah.
straight to one of them places and
One of the
I'm getting
places.
something for me, something for mommy, some new product, and I'm always loving to try new things. So that's my self-care. I'm happy when I'm
Okay.
messing around with some skincare. Yeah.
I love it. Girl, tap into that influencer bag. They could send you some things.
I need to. I really need to. Like, keep telling me that. I need to take your advice. I
Girl,
will. I
I
will.
keep telling
Si when it comes to my kids, my non-negotiable, I do need one day off during the week. I need a day, and usually it's Sundays where I can't do nothing. I don't wanna no, no. I had to get used to saying no,
no.
no,
Let's
and
practice
just
for the mamas. 1, 2,
no.
no.
And be okay with it, and be
And
okay with
be
it.
okay.
There
Ooh.
was there was a time in my life where I was just like, "Okay, yeah, yes, 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 no." But now I gotta be a little bit selfish,
Mhm.
and I need to block off some time for myself, but Sundays is the day where we're all here, the family's here. I need time for myself. That's my non-negotiable.
Okay, I love it. So we have the Pro Mama Essentials from Carlitta Durand. She has her Pro Mama tip. Keep that schedule. Keep that
Yes.
schedule. It could be an extensive one or it could be, a flexible one that can bend a little.
Yep.
Active self-care. She says, I'm gonna treat myself when I can. But she gonna work on some brand deals because she can. And skincare, you gonna do. We're gonna speak it. Just like I tell people, I'm $1 million podcaster. You gotta, put it out into
And I'm
the
proud of you
ether.
too. I'm so proud of you for doing this. I wanna say I know I'm going off track here,
No,
but in high school, when I met you, 9th grade, when
you're gonna make me cry. Stop.
you were here for a year, you was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm going back up top." But
That's not what happened, but that's what the people gonna say. So just sidebar. I am a Brooklyn girly. I moved to North Carolina and lived with my uncle for a year, my freshman year of high school. Carlita had also moved from Minnesota. Was it the year before?
yep, I
Or
was I moved in 8th grade, and then we
okay.
met in 9th grade.
We
Yep.
met in ninth grade. So we were the Northern girls cutting up. And
Yeah.
we just instant connection because they had your girl on the cheese bus. I didn't even know what to do on the cheese bus. I had never even been on a cheese bus unless it was to go on a class trip. And when they said I had to take the cheese bus to high school, I was beside myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's happening? So I was at the bus stop looking like, what is happening? And maybe day 2 or 3, we sparked up a conversation because probably the bus was late or something like that. But
Yeah.
you could get into what I was dreaming about.
Yeah, I just remember that you said that you wanted to, go into communications and
Yeah.
be like a VJ or like a host for
A
something.
broadcast journalist.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. And I feel like it's coming into fruition a little bit for you here with the
Congratulations.
podcast, and I it just looks good on you, and I'm proud of you, and kudos to you. I'm cheering for
Thank
you.
you.
This is just the beginning. I'm so happy for you. Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And like I said, just watching different women in my life go after their dreams and not move in fear, because that's a big thing. Not playing it safe, because that's a big thing. I always tell people, I would love to do something creative, but I need the security of my 9 to 5,
Yeah.
or I need, whatever. And I never took that leap. But I am choosing me now and believing in my ability and my vision. And I'm so excited to have supportive friends like you who are also amazing in their space and can talk to what it is to be a mom trying to just do it all. And
Yeah.
I hate the do it all mentality, but the fact is we should be able to have space to like want without guilt a wonderful, dynamic career designed how we want it. Everyone's career is not going to look the same, but if you have a vision or a path or things that you want to accomplish, I think we do not have to compromise those dreams just because we are mothers. We just have to make it work for us and be able to put them both on the pedestal that they belong and not feel guilty. Like, not go to work or have a show and feel guilty, not me working 3 nights and feeling bad, or not going on. Like, another thing is like consistency as an artist or a social media person. I spend, all day with my kids and post a thing, and now I'm like, oh, this is social media nightmare. I'm not consistent enough, because the people will tell you have to
That's
post
a
three
whole nother
times.
conversation. Yeah, that's that's
Because
a
when I'm locked in, as when I'm in mom mode and my Saturday is like back to back to back to things with my kids, I don't really have another hat on but them. It's swim,
yeah,
church, going to Gigi's, Sundays is a thing.
yeah,
And then I look up and I'm like, oh, I got emails, I got this, I got that. And it's like, no, because for me, as a person who works Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday are the only
no,
full days that I am able to lock in with them. So
yeah,
I try to be intentional. Now that they're a little bit older, everybody takes a corner. They want to be on Minecraft and, Dandy's World doing their thing. But I still feel like, okay, I'm here.
yeah,
I don't want this conversation to end. But
yeah.
outside of the
I gotta come back.
you gotta come back. And outside of the Pro Mama podcast, I have 2 asks for you. Actually, it's not an ask. It's things that we're gonna make happen. I'm gonna help you coordinate your next show that's gonna be in New York. So you figure out when that's gonna be.
Okay,
I will help project manage that. And you need to come out
okay.
here with the family. Please
I know,
do.
I know, I know. We gotta make it work this year.
So those are my 2 things: New York with the family and New York for your next show that we are going to produce together.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Thank you so much. All right. So I want to make sure we know how to find our pro mama for today and her amazing journey. Let us know how we can find you.
Okay. So you can find me, all my handles on every social media is my name, Carlitta Durand. You can find me on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, wherever you stream music. And also I have vinyl available. You can order your vinyl. You can actually go to my Instagram page and there's a link in my bio. But yeah, my name, Carlitta Durand, all over. That's where you can find me.
That's it. We got pro mama Carlita Durand,
Um,
songwriter, influencer, and my wonderful friend.